Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about something that I see every single day in our shop. It's something that applies to both you ladies and you gentlemen out there. I see it over and over and over, and it's one of those things that you've just got to start paying attention to on your shoes before it gets too bad. And I'm here to save you a little money as well, so stay tuned. So the one thing that we see all the time, and again, it's that thing that both ladies and gentlemen are doing consistently, and that is wearing into your heel block. So what is your heel block? Your heel block is this little portion of wood or hard plastic or stacked leather that sits on the bottom of your sole. So one of the examples that I like to give folks is this. Think of your shoe as kind of like a car. You have to maintain your car in order for it to drive properly and function properly. So that the same thing goes for your shoe. You constantly want to make sure that you're looking over your shoes to make sure that you're keeping them in optimum shape so that you're able to wear them every day and enjoy your shoes. So today, as I said, we're going to talk about just the heel portion of your shoe. Now, one of the examples that I like to give folks is sort of like the tires on your car and the rim of your car, the part that the tire sits on. It's the same thing as your shoe. The little rubber piece or the top lift that you walk on each day, I compare that to your tire. That's the rubber part, that's the part that's taking the beating. And then the heel block, the portion that the top lift or the pad sits on, I consider that sort of like the rim of your car. You do not want to blow out your tire and continue wearing down on that rim of your wheel, or in this case of the shoe, you don't want to keep wearing into your heel block. So I have a couple of examples here, both good and bad. So the first ones we're going to look at is two pairs of shoes that customers brought in to have the top lift or the heel pad changed out. And these were brought in at a good time. They were brought in just before the customer started wearing into that heel block, and that's the time that you want to be bringing your shoes into your local cobbler to have those heel pads changed out. Now, as you can see on both of these shoes, the rubber portion on the back has been worn down and it's not quite into that heel block yet. The other two examples that we have is another men's shoe, and I also included in there for you ladies, ladies high heel or a stacked heel that you have. These are both examples of customers that wore into that heel pad should have been changed out months ago. As you can see on the one pair of shoes for the men's, they wore into that heel block so much that now in order to fix the problem, we're going to have to build that heel block back up and make it flat before I can put another top lift or heel pad on there. As you can see on the ladies pair, this one should have been brought in months ago. The problem with a lot of ladies high heels out there and a lot of the shoes that you ladies wear, most of the heel blocks that you have on your shoes are actually hard plastic. They may look leather, but most of them are not. 99% of the ladies shoes out there are all hard plastic heel blocks and with a leather veneer wrapped around it. So you really have to be observant and conscientious about when you bring your shoes in, or else you will eat into it really quickly like this pair of shoes here. A lot of times on the ladies' shoes too, if you wear too much in that hard plastic, unfortunately it cannot be rebuilt like you can on a lot of men's shoes. So again, be very cognizant of that when you're wearing your shoes, and make sure you're getting those shoes into your local cobbler to have new little pieces of rubber put on those before you eat into it too much. Now for the saving money portion. When you bring in a pair of high heels for you ladies, or a pair of dress shoes or Oxfords or whatever for you men, to have heels or top lifts replaced is not an expensive fix. Generally it's around $30 or less, maybe a little bit more depending on what part of the country you are in. But it's an easy fix, it's a quick fix, and it's something that's going to definitely keep the longevity of that shoe. You definitely don't want to, again, eat into that heel block, because if you do that, it is an added expense, because that heel block either has to be replaced or it has to be built back up. So if you're getting it to us before you get into that heel block, trust me, you're going to save some money. And again, for you ladies out there, you definitely want to make sure whether you have high heels or whether you have pumps or booties or whatever you're wearing, you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention to that little plastic or rubber piece, and make sure that before you get into that heel block, you're getting that in again to your local cobbler so they can have that fixed. A lot of times for those high heels and whatnot, for the ladies' shoes, you're looking at something probably around $10 to $20 on most cases to repair those. So it's a quick, simple, and very cheap fix for those shoes. I hope that was informative. I hope that helped you out a little bit. Again, this is something we see every single day in our shop, and we get a lot of questions on it on the internet. We appreciate you joining us. We love all the comments that you leave in the section below. We really appreciate if you'd go up there and hit that little like button and subscribe to our channel. As you've seen, we are always bringing repair videos, shoe tutorials, anything to help you guys out in the shoe business. That is what we're here for. So again, till next time, have a great day.